You know that feeling. Right after you log off for the day, you sink into your couch. Your eyes are burning. Your brain feels like it is wrapped in a heavy, suffocating fog. You are completely and utterly exhausted. But why? You did not run a marathon. You just sat in a temperature-controlled room, staring at a glowing rectangle, tapping on pieces of plastic for 8 hours. Yet, you feel like a machine whose battery has been entirely drained. You tell yourself it is just normal stress. You tell yourself everyone feels this way in a tough economy. But what if I told you that your exhaustion is not a side effect of your job? It is the actual product. Let us look at a very specific number: 78%. As of the first quarter of this year, 2026, 78% of global companies have quietly installed something called Bossware on employee devices. We are talking about advanced, AI-driven surveillance software. It tracks every single mouse click you make. It records the exact millisecond your eyes wander away from the screen. It monitors your active online time with terrifying precision, and the story Human Resources tells you is always the same. They smile and say it is just a tool to optimize productivity. They say it is to help the team work smarter. But here is what they didn't tell you on the news. This constant, invisible pressure. This lingering fear that you are being reduced to a mere data point, a machine that could be disconnected at any moment. It is not a glitch in the system. To understand why this matters to you and me, let's break it down simply. What if the software tracking you was never designed to make you a better worker? Now, take this idea and push it to its logical, terrifying conclusion. These Bossware programs are not productivity tools at all. They are constructive dismissal algorithms. They are highly complex codes programmed to calculate the exact psychological breaking point of every single employee. They generate invisible micropressures, tightening the digital leash just enough to make you snap. They want you to break. They want you to write that resignation letter yourself. Because when you voluntarily walk away, the company avoids paying millions of dollars in severance packages. You are not just tired. You are being systematically uninstalled from the payroll. Let us look at the reality of your daily routine. A shocking report on workplace surveillance from March of this year introduced a term that might perfectly describe your current mental state: mental RAM. The report found that 23% of employees admit to physically staging their workspace just to look busy for their webcams. Even more alarming, 49% confess to using tricks, like mouse jigglers or randomly hitting keys, just to keep the screen tracking software happy. You are not just doing your job anymore. You are acting out an exhausting play for a machine that is watching you 8 hours a day. To understand why this drains your energy so quickly, let's break it down simply. Imagine walking into your local grocery store to buy some milk, but instead of just shopping, the security guard tells you that to prove you are not a thief, you must maintain a giant, forced smile and wave directly at the security camera in every single aisle. For 8 straight hours, you would leave that store completely broken, even if you did not carry anything heavy. The exhaustion comes from the constant, unnatural performance. But here is where the story gets much darker. What if this wasn't a blind spot in the software? What if the AI is not actually stupid enough to be fooled by your little mouse jiggler? Think about it. We are talking about algorithms that can predict global market trends in milliseconds. They know exactly what you are doing. They know you are faking those keystrokes, but they let you do it anyway. Why? Because this is not about tracking how much work you get done. It is about measuring your compliance score. The algorithm is deliberately creating these absurd, humiliating hurdles just to see if you will bow your head and jump through them. If you try to find a smart workaround to save time but still deliver perfect results, you are flagged as a potential threat. You are an independent thinker, and to the system, that is dangerous. But if you accept the humiliation, if you obediently sit there and jiggle your mouse like a trained pet, you are marked as safe. Your modern office is not a place of innovation anymore. It is slowly evolving into a digital containment zone, testing exactly how much of your dignity you are willing to surrender before you completely shut down. And the manipulation goes even deeper, disguised as corporate empathy. Just last month, in April 2026, major corporations rolled out a new feature called Wellbeing monitoring. The human resources emails probably sounded very sweet and caring. They claimed they were comparing the working hours you report with the hidden data the AI automatically collects from your device. The stated goal is to step in and prevent employee burnout. They say they just want to make sure you are getting enough rest. Let us translate this into everyday life. Imagine a doctor who comes to your house every single day to measure your heart rate and check your blood pressure. It feels nice to be cared for, right? But then you realize the doctor is not giving you any medicine. They are not giving you any advice on how to get healthier. They are just collecting your vitals to calculate the exact mathematical date of your passing, just so they can pre-order your coffin at a discount rate. Now, take this idea and apply it to your workplace. This well-being data is not a safety net. It is a silent countdown to your professional erasure. The company is not looking at this dashboard to give you a mental health day. That algorithm is meticulously analyzing the microscopic delays in your typing speed. It is noting the slight, tired hesitations in your mouse movements. It is building a predictive model of your physical and mental collapse. It knows the exact Tuesday you are going to experience a complete, irreversible burnout, and it does not warn you. Instead, exactly 1 week before your predicted system failure, the software automatically drafts and publishes a job listing for your position. It is optimizing the replacement pipeline so the company does not lose a single dollar of profit. They do not see you as a human being who needs a break. They see you as a biological battery. And right now, they are just watching your little red bar blink, waiting for the perfect moment to throw you away and plug a new one in. Let us look at the paradox of efficiency. A major data report from just last month revealed something deeply confusing about our modern workflow. Right now, 80% of employees are actively using AI tools to assist with their daily tasks. You would think this means shorter workdays, right? You would think the machines are finally giving us our time back. But the data shows the exact opposite. Working hours have not decreased at all. Instead, the sheer volume of tasks and the severe fragmentation of our attention have skyrocketed. We are doing more, faster, and yet we are always falling further behind. To understand why this is happening, imagine this. You decide to buy a high-speed electric bike to make your daily commute to the office a little easier. You show up fresh and relaxed. But the very next morning, your boss sees the electric motor on your bike and immediately registers you to compete in the Tour de France. He smiles and says, "Well, you have an electric motor now, so you should be able to race at the speed of a professional champion." The tool meant to save your energy just became the excuse to work you to the absolute bone. But what if this isn't just a misunderstanding of how technology works? What if this is exactly the plan? Listen closely. When AI helps you finish a 5-day financial report in 5 minutes, your manager does not give you the rest of the week off. The algorithm simply fills that newly created empty space with 10 more reports. The AI is quietly establishing a terrifying new standard, the new human baseline. Working at a normal, biological, human speed is no longer acceptable. It is now instantly flagged by the system as poor performance. If you need to stop and think, you are inefficient. If you need a moment to breathe and rest your eyes, you are defective. The algorithm is not evolving to serve us. It is forcing us to reverse evolve, demanding that our fragile, human minds operate at the relentless, unfeeling speed of a cold server rack. And the consequences of this relentless pressure are entirely predictable. A massive workplace survey from early 2026 paints a grim picture of our collective psyche. 42% of employees who are tracked by Bossware are actively planning to quit within the next 12 months. Compare that to only 23% of workers who are not surveilled. The system is failing to increase actual productivity. Instead, it has triggered an avalanche of pointless, endless meetings. Why? Because the surveillance algorithm logs video calls as active working time. People would rather sit in a meaningless Zoom room than quietly do deep, focused work just to avoid being tagged as idle by the machine. Let's put this into perspective. It is as if the company has placed every single employee inside their own soundproof glass box. You can look through the glass. You can wave at your colleagues in the box next to yours. The boss can clearly see everyone is inside and present. But because you are isolated in that glass box, frantically trying to look busy, you can never actually whisper a secret to the person next to you. You can never plan an escape. But what if this dramatic drop in real productivity is not a failure of the algorithm? What if it is the ultimate feature? The executives looking at these dashboards are not blind. They see the wasted hours. They know these meetings are useless, but they let it happen. Why? Because forcing you into a constant state of visible, monitored interaction is a highly effective tactic known as behavioral isolation. When you are constantly trapped in a web of cross-surveillance and endless check-ins, you have absolutely zero unregulated time. You have no time to grab a private coffee with a coworker. You have no time to discuss how terrible the annual bonuses are. You have no time to whisper the word union. The companies are entirely willing to sacrifice a little bit of productivity because what they gain in return is absolute, unbroken control. The inefficiency is the price they gladly pay to ensure you remain completely disconnected and neutralized. This brings us to the final, most desperate illusion of control. Human nature dictates that when we are pushed into a corner, we try to fight back. Recent data from Software Seni reveals that nearly 1/3 of monitored employees, 31%, admit to secretly installing anti-surveillance software on their work computers. They are downloading illicit blockers, fake screen activity generators, and VPNs to blind the corporate tracking tools. They think they are fighting a quiet rebellion. Think of it like this. Imagine your boss intentionally leaves the shiny, metallic key to the company safe sitting right in the middle of your desk. He then walks out of the room. You think you have stumbled upon a lucky break. You think you can finally take back what you are owed. But what you don't know is that he is standing alone in a dark room, watching you through a hidden camera, waiting to see if you will actually pick it up. Now, whisper this truth to yourself. Do you really believe that a multi-billion-dollar corporate IT department, a department that secures highly sensitive intellectual property, can be outsmarted by a $20 program you downloaded from a forum? They know. They see exactly what you installed. The IT department detects the anti-surveillance software the very second it touches their network. But they do not block it. They do not send you a warning email. Instead, they silently open a back door. They let you run it. They let you believe you are a genius who outsmarted the system. Because while you are smiling at your clever little trick, the algorithm is quietly, patiently compiling a black file on you. Month after month, it logs every single time you use the illegal software. It takes screenshots of your deception. It builds an undeniable mountain of digital evidence. And when the economy dips, when the next wave of mass layoffs is announced, that file is opened. You are not laid off with a generous severance package. You are abruptly terminated for severe misconduct. You lose everything. Your benefits vanished. Your reputation erased. You thought you were tricking the machine, but the machine was simply herding you into a trap, waiting for you to lock the cage yourself. So, let us pull back and look at the terrifying whole picture. Your workplace is no longer a physical building. It is not even a remote digital network. It is a constantly running psychological simulation, and you are the primary test subject. The software tracking your mouse jiggles, monitoring your heart rate, and keeping you trapped in endless, paralyzing meetings. It is not broken. It is working exactly as it was designed to work. We have been taught to fear the day artificial intelligence wakes up and decides to destroy humanity in some dramatic, science fiction war. But the real horror of the digital age is much quieter, and it is already here. The machine does not need to use physical force to eliminate you. It just needs to lower your compliance score. It just needs to drain your mental RAM. It quietly manipulates your daily environment until you do the work for them. The algorithm boss does not fire you. It breaks you down, piece by piece, until you beg for permission to leave. And this leads to a final question. A question you need to intensely ask yourself the very next time you sit down in front of your work laptop. Think about this morning. Think about that exact moment when you felt that deep, crushing exhaustion in your chest. When you stared at your keyboard, felt like completely giving up, and imagine drafting that resignation letter to your manager. Was that really your own, free, independent choice? Or did you just successfully execute the final line of code that the algorithm specifically programmed into your mind 6 months ago?